Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those Sturges came to get him in real life.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, this is going to sound weird, but oddly enough, I watched Mark Rober's video about bed bugs. And he did a video about... Yeah, I think he's got a bit of a punchable face. But he's good. He's good. Not like him and Mr. Beast, and they work together a lot, and they both got punchable faces. But he did a thing about bed bugs, and you can literally see it. Like he put like 10 bed bugs on them, and you can literally see them go from like flat brown to like
big and
red,
bloated.
like,
Yeah,
and you can see like all of his blood inside of it under a microscope. It's really weird. Anyway, it's quite cool to see though.
I bet.
So to remind our one viewer Ryan, I think what happened last time. Yeah, I think so. Ragga Dragga, we killed Ragga Dragga. We've already done a little bit off stream to catch up, Dan. All good. So, delving straight back into it, you are at the side of the battle site from which you defeated Ragga Dragga. Ragga Dragga lies unconscious in the back of your vehicle. You now are a host of 3 vehicles: the Devil's Ride, piloted by Amanda, and the Tormentor. The new vehicle being the Demon Grinder that you have requisitioned from Ragga Dragga.
Yes.
So,
Demon Grinder.
What's the plan?
Ryan's wanted that day one.
Hmm?
You wanted that. You've wanted that vehicle from day one.
I mean, it kicked the shit out of us on the other episode that you weren't here.
It did. It crit you twice.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It has a wrecking ball that does something like 3.
It averages like 33 damage, yeah.
It's bonkers good.
And all of its attacks are considered magical.
Nice.
Okay, we're keeping that, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's the plan? Is it to Mad Maggie's then to try and pawn off Ragga Dragga's unconscious body?
Yep. See if there's a bounty, and also potentially sell back probably the Tormentor.
Okay. You head...
Yeah, probably the Tormentor.
You head maybe in an instinctual direction of where you think the encampment that you last left off is. I cannot remember the name of the encampment. Mind, it doesn't matter too much yet. You then find that Fort Knucklebone is not quite as far away as it was last time. It maybe takes you only a couple of hours even before it comes into view.
It's a moving thing, right?
Well, the landscape's exactly the same. They can't exactly move the clawed hand from which the cave is situated.
Can I roll an Arcana check to see if it's a mirage?
Go for it.
24.
24. It's not a mirage, but you think you have maybe a good idea now why anybody that tries to cartograph Avernus goes insane pretty quickly.
Everything moves.
Distances don't seem to mean much in Avernus. Luckily for the DM, that's in the book.
Okay.
So pulling up
all right, well,
outside Fort Knucklebone, you get very much the same welcome you did last time, with all of the red caps asking you to do stupid and menial things in order to gain entry. You know wiser this time that they're just prattling around trying to annoy you and get a rise. So you very quickly just walk through the already open gate.
Yeah.
Mad Maggie isn't to be seen, but you see the shambling, no longer limping golem homunculus wandering outside her tent.
What was his name again?
His name.
Lermy or something like that, wasn't it? Or like.
So, scroll so far to get to it.
They were all making fun of him, weren't they? Do the.
Yeah, do the shuffle.
Yeah, the something shuffle. The.
Why is his name so hard to find? Mickey.
Ah, okay.
Mhm.
Ah, Mickey, my friend, is your owner somewhere around?
Sort of bashes on the post. You hear it crack ever so slightly. Mickey, what are you doing out there? That's too hard. I've told you before. How many times have we had to fix this tent? She sort of comes out.
Oh, can
That's
I
you again.
can I touch the post and cast mending on it?
Sure. Oh, that's
There
very
you go.
kind of you, dearie.
No problem.
So,
it was our fault it was broken in the first place.
How can I help you all? I thought it'd be the last I'd see of you. Not that I'm too displeased. If you've got any more information about Zariel in your travels, I'd be happy to trade.
Well, I tell you what, the first time that we come across any more information, we don't, unfortunately. But I just wonder, you seem like a very commanding woman. You know a lot of things about this area. Sort of an entrepreneur, some might say.
Yes, of course. I am a warlord. This is known.
And as a warlord, I'm sure you have a lot of bounties for a few people.
Well, I wouldn't call them bounties, but there are a few people I would pay you to kill, for sure.
What about Ragga?
I mean, he is somewhat of a thorn in my side. I mean, I'd pay you
What if
maybe a soul
you
coin
pay
for
us-
him.
What
I
if
mean,
you pay
two
us?
is at least fair.
What if you pay us 3 soul coins and then you get the satisfaction of killing him?
I love it.
Roll me a persuasion check.
17.
I'll do 2 soul coins. No higher.
Hey, that works for me.
I'll take it.
Mortlock,
What is it?
bring the pig.
What?
Ragga, bring Ragga.
Oh, right, yeah, of course. He lifts the huge weight of the man-bear pig over his shoulder
And pig.
and carries him over and unceremoniously dumps him in front of Mad Maggie. Oh,
Got an
well,
apple in his mouth as well.
well, that's one out of the way. There are
Yes, of course.
There are 4, 3. I don't know. There's some more warlords out there.
Of course.
A lot more dangerous, those ones, though. And she sort of waves her hand. Ragga lifts up into the air a little bit and trundle into the thing. Mickey, it's like, has this tiny coin purse in his hand, and he just sort of picks out 2 coins.
Lovely. I'll take those. I think I need to see. I think our totals. We had 1.
You had 1. You gained 4 from Ragga, and you've gained 2 more. So you have a total of 7.
Cool. So we've got 7 in total.
7. That's good.
Lovely.
Yeah, and you've just used 2 to power 2 of
So
your
we've
vehicles.
got 5 then.
Yeah.
No.
No, we've got 6. Sorry, we've got 6.
You've got 7. You've already used 2 to power
Oh,
vehicles.
fine. I got you.
However,
Okay.
I think I said it had roughly 2 days left on the demon grind as well.
Yeah.
Got a lucky roll there.
Thank you very much. So, we also managed to procure the demon grinder. So I feel like having the 3 cars will be too many. We may want to keep the not the tormentor, the devil's ride. It's obviously a good one for It's a good one for Amanda to go riding around on, be a good distraction. But the Tormentor, is there a way that we could maybe trade it back for some interesting upgrades, parts, maybe a couple soul coins? It's still got a couple days worth of gas in it as well.
Can't really give away more soul coins. I need them for rituals that I'm casting in a couple of days' time, but there might be something I can do in terms of a new weapon, but it'll take some time.
We could all do with the weapon upgrade, couldn't we? Your offerings, Misty, are great.
If you've not been to the Wandering Emporium, I know that there are some very good forgers there that could
more my armor that could be doing with some help.
Could trade you for the Tormentor. They do like quite a few of the parts from vehicles.
Oh, okay.
It makes for quite good Hellfire weaponry.
Okay, very understood. Thank you very much for the information. Obviously, we thought we'd come to you first as the patron who's given us the most an offering.
Well, I do appreciate it. I will be sending some red caps forthwith to take some of Ragadraga's territory. I imagine some of the warlords have also taken notice. It doesn't take long for things to be noticed around this hellscape, so
good. Then let them learn our
need to
name
prepare.
and let them know we are coming for them.
And what is... I mean, I can tell all your individual names. Have you got a group name at all?
I think there was something about the Leadfoots at one point, but that was a long time ago.
Right.
Sorry, was I asleep at this point, or?
I think it might have been one of the ones where you were asleep at this point.
I think this might be
off
the first
adventuring in the city.
The first episode you missed. They're like, oh yeah, then our group name's now Leadfoots.
That's how it works. That's how it works.
The Leadfoots, because no matter where we are in the city, you can always hear us coming.
I like that.
It's like a bit of fear, you know.
It's absolutely against everything that I stealthily adhere to, but
No. See, that's the thing.
They and I'll kill them from behind.
Exactly. They expect the Leadfoot. They don't expect the shadows.
I like it. I'm with you.
That's a band name. Leadfoot and the Shadows.
Leadfoot and the Shadows. Yeah, that's what we'll be forever after. If we get a bard in the group, that's what we'll have to be.
Well,
maybe
I will pass around the name Leadfoot when in reference to Ragadraga's fall.
And also, it means a lot of things, because we're in the Demon Grinder, the Leadfoot, catch up with you, smash you up. It's got a couple of meanings. The interpretation's open, which is quite nice.
Also, I'm pretty sure at one point Jean literally had a lead foot, so...
Yeah,
that's canon.
You see, it was a smelting accident.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think Ragadraga has a pressing need to be giving some blood at this very moment, where creatures are very resourceful. I mean, useful.
Yes, of course. We don't tell us any information, and we won't ask any questions.
Yeah, I could tell you if you like, but like I said, I'm too busy now. Mickey will show the way out if you so need it, and well,
lovely.
Hopefully, we'll talk again soon with the next warlord.
Sounds good. Thank you. All right. Do we? Well, I mean, there's no real telling how long it'll take us to go to the Wandering Emporium, will it? But I feel like we should probably do that. Try and find it. Trade up there.
Well, you need
if not, we can go.
You still don't know where Mordekainen's Red Ruth or Mephistopheles' mirror are.
Didn't the guy tell it? Well, the tower.
He told you who. He said to purchase the information on one of them is a soul coin.
We did spend a soul coin with him.
Yeah, to find out Ragadraga's location.
Oh, yeah, very true. Okay, fair enough. Well, we do have 7, so we could potentially go there and get the information from him for another soul coin. If we go at the top of the claw, can we see it?
Lulu, I'll go check. Whips up into the air and has a look around. back down. I mean, I think I see some dust clouds in the distance. Something's moving, but I can't tell you for sure if it's the Wandering Emporium or not.
Can you see the tower if you go back up there?
There's a sandstorm to the north. Can't really see. Ooh, excuse me. Can't really see any other features.
Choking on the sulfur in here. Yes.
Yeah. Sit. She pulls out a beer.
Wouldn't be surprised. Okay, well, Amanda, what do you reckon?
Well, I think any sign's as good as any, isn't it?
Yeah.
Follow the dust.
Let's go have a look at the dust cloud then. Cheers, Maggie. Thanks, Mickey. Yeah, I guess we're... Uh-oh.
Luckily for you, I always do 0 to 10, or not 1 to 10 is success. On 50/50s, I do 1 to 10 is a success, and 11 to 20 is a failure.
Oh,
you.
So, it is in fact the Wandering Emporium. Again,
nice.
Distances being unrelative as they are,
It's okay.
you are there pretty quickly. Everything's moving nice and swimmingly so far. As you arrive back at the Wandering Emporium, a little bit of music this time floating out from the tents as they trundle along on top of the moving war machines. You pull up alongside, you attach your war machines to the running war machines, and are pulled along with them, are able to disembark.
Nice. Let's
Where would
head
you
on
like to
over
go?
to the old crickets, or whatever they were. They weren't crickets, were they?
They were fire and elemental salamanders. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go to the salamanders. Let's tell them what we got for sale.
Okay. You didn't put anything in for request when you were last here.
No.
So they are just hammering away on whatever they are working on next. Multiple different pieces of armor and weapons are just like inside their body, heating up from their own fire elemental nature.
That's awesome. That is
I like it.
awesome.
It's actually quite cool.
Yeah.
They whisper to you in their almost unintelligible language that I'm not going to do a voice for, that what do you want, and is there anything they can do for you right at this moment?
What armor you got going on here?
They have unfortunately just making regular armor. They are fairly regularly requisitioned by the armies of hell, the devils, to make armor for the ongoing ever war against demons.
And what seems to be the most common armor that's been asked for?
The most common would be like a chainmail sort of armor, just like a bog standard cheap heavy armor to be used on their shock troops.
Okay.
But they as described before the last time you came, if you're you won't remember, I don't think.
No, Dan was here. Yeah.
That the pair of salamanders hold in an extra dimensional space at the back of their tent pretty much any standard non-magical equipment that you could want.
Right. It's the magical stuff we're interested in at this point, isn't it? We're pretty well equipped.
Yeah, that's the problem. And they don't stock magical equipment. They can make you magical equipment. It will take a few days, but they cannot stock it.
Fine.
It is bought up too quickly by the armies of hell.
Of course. Do you have anything in mind? Misty.
Well, I want to see. I mean, do you think we can get Sean a better weapon instead of something that does a 1d8?
Oh, he's like one-handed though, isn't he?
Yeah,
And a shield.
The only thing that will do more damage is, I think, no, even a one-handed Warhammer is a 1d8. It's versatile, so it does 1d10 on 2 hands. So yeah,
all right.
It's the
For
highest damage one-hander.
1d8's not bad, but I guess he's not.
Yeah.
He's more.
I mean, he's still
resourceful
got a
than just,
normal
like,
weapon, so.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've got a war machine to sell. Then we've got a war machine to sell. Obviously, you deal in soul coins, correct?
We do. Or we can provide you with a new kind of weapon for the war machine.
Which is?
Let me just find out for you.
Because we've got the Munchy Crunchers on the front. I'm talking to Amanda. Got the Munchy Cruncher on the front, 2 harpoon launchers, and and the Wrecking Ball.
Came in like we're gonna call that Miley.
Yeah. I like paint it on it.
It sparks up into my head every time as well.
Yeah.
Where is this chapter?
We're into that at the moment. That's all he's asking Alexa to play.
Okay, so there is the acid bile sprayer, a flamethrower, an infernal screamer, and a Styx spray.
Right, listen, those last two, I don't know what they are. So
yeah, I was gonna say the exact same thing, Dan.
Well, you know that the River Styx is in this
like
hell. Not a Styx as in a stick.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
River Styx sprayer sprays
in my head. It was
the
like
River Styx. They explained.
I assume then. Sorry, go ahead.
They explained that the Infernal Screamer is a writhing torso made out of melting wax. A barbed hand crank between its shoulder blades. The figure telepathically shrieks in agony when the crank is turned. It targets one creature it can see, and they take psychic damage on a failed save.
That's not bad because we can always do like a driver.
Flamethrower shoots out a 60-foot line of fire. The acid bile sprayer is a 30-foot cone of acid.
Oh. And the acid's going to be good for like burning the vehicles down.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the stick sprayer is a flexible hose connected to a tank that holds 30 gallons of water from the River Styx. Unfortunately, you have no idea what the water from the River Styx does yet.
Can't be anything good, can it?
No. No.
It's being used as a weapon, and it is just water as far as you know, so it's not good.
Maybe to those that are not devils or demons, it does something. Do you know what I mean? Like, probably necrotic damage. Let's be honest. Like, River Styx and all that, where all the dead are. I'm kind of leaning because we've got the Wrecking Ball, because we've got Miley, and we've got the Munchy Crunchy, and we've got the. So we need to get close.
Yeah.
So I feel like the acid spray is going to be quite a good one.
Yeah, I like the idea.
We're not built for long range. Can we get anything on the Devil's Ride or not?
They all require a crew, which would mean that the Devil's Ride, unfortunately, would not fit one because it has a crew of one. All right.
I'm leaning towards the acid sprayer. The acid sprayer or the screamer.
Yeah, you would only be able to fit one weapon on.
Yeah.
Demon Grinder.
So
it's pretty full.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards the acid sprayer.
Yeah, I'm with the acid sprayer.
Oh, sorry. There's also armor upgrades. Just scroll down a bit. There is Canian armor, An Infernal War Machine with Kenyan armor has armor class of 22 plus its Dex mod. While the vehicle is not moving, attack rolls against it have advantage. Additionally, the War Machine has immunity to cold damage. Gilded Death armor is unfortunately too expensive for the trade. Tell you what that does. Same for the Soul Spike armor. There is also magical gadgets. You can only afford one with the trade of the Tormentor, which is a necrotic smoke screen. The other, which you can't afford, is a teleporter.
Oh,
Oh shit! So we can like board other people's.
No, the whole
Damn.
vehicle, it causes the whole vehicle to teleport up to 300 feet away.
yeah.
Yeah, we need that. We need that eventually, right?
Yeah.
Where'd they go? And then they're just in front of them.
That's
Wrecking
it.
ball, chompy chomp, bang. Okay, let's get the old thingy. Let's get the I think the acid spray. The tokens are cool, but we can always come back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get acid sprayer down.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think if there's anything basic I want to buy from them.
Without any communication that you can see, a servant walks into the room and walks briefly back out again. And moves off in the direction of your tied up tormentor.
Telekinetic. Are they all psionic?
The salamanders tell you that it will be ready in 2 days for you to fit.
Nice.
All right, and then what magic item? Can we just basically get any magic item from them, or do we want something specific?
If you want something really specific that you want for yourself, then we'll talk about it off stream. If you want just a normal magic item, then it is, I believe, a soul coin for an uncommon, 2 soul coins for a rare, 4 soul coins for the next one up from that, and then it's like 8 soul coins, I think, for a legendary.
All right. Well, if we're rolling in soul coins, we can get like a wish scroll or whatever.
Well, they're not magic items, unfortunately. Scrolls. Scrolls are made by wizards.
Disappointed.
Okay, cool. Well, let's. Okay, let's. So I guess that's been done, which is nice. Whatever. What's that book? That grimoire that gives you +2 to all your spell shit.
Yeah, it's a tome, isn't it?
It's a book, though. Yeah, it's not a piece of equipment so much as.
Oh, okay, fine. It's not a magic. So it's not. It's only like physical magical items.
Forged items.
I mean, we could spend 8 soul coins and get the light blade from Strahd, right? That counts. Legendary weapon.
No.
No? No?
Look, one of my characters has already had one of those. Brad doesn't need to deal with that again.
Yeah.
It's
unfortunately,
it would lessen the impact of any such item you might find in the game later.
Yeah. While I was here, Amanda's been looking around, and he's been looking at all these eldritch things, and he touches one accidentally. He's messing around, and he touches one. It blasts him in the eyes. He's like reeling away. Can't. He's like falling over himself. Falls over, and as he looks round to Misty, his eyes have like lit up, all purple.
Oh, I think I've got something for that. Hold on.
Yeah. And as he does,
water in your face.
Start to say, "Oh, God, it's glitter in my eyes. Oh, jeez, it's glitter. I'll never get that out of my beard." I've leveled up, and I've taken, instead of multi-classing just yet, I've decided to take Eldritch. I've been a bit cheesy. I've taken Eldritch.
Okay.
So now I've got Devil Sight, which means I can see in magical darkness up to 120 foot.
Okay.
Nice.
So
when that happens, you are communicated to by another being, and we'll talk about that off stream. So I want to keep that secret if you're willing.
I love it.
Interesting.
Man, that's what happens when you cheese up a character.
I was going to offer it to the first person that was going to do anything warlocky.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there.
I think
that might turn.
if Ryan's done something warlocky already, then I need to offer it to him as well. I'm not sure.
I don't think I have.
No, I don't think you did. Yeah.
No, I've
You were
just been,
contemplating it at one point, which is
yeah,
why
I was, but then I took elemental adept, didn't I, to overgo the fire resistance. So
that might actually link into the other multi-class I was talking about, Brad, actually in some way.
Okay.
So we can always do it. Wicked.
All right. So I think we need to burn a soul coin with Mahadi to find the location of the thingy.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Ah, welcome. What can I do for you there, gentlemen?
First of all, thank you very much for the information on Ragadraga. Very kind of you. We took revenge.
I saw. Very well done.
Thank you. Thank you. And we will be coming back for the other warlords if they don't try and come find us first. The Leadfoot name is being circulated.
I'm sure you'll see them about whether you want to or not. They, the lands here, as you've already noticed, I'm sure, they do like to play tricks to the benefit of either yourselves or other people.
Shifting ever forward like the sands of time.
Indeed.
Hey.
Yes, you know. Something I heard once from a prince. He was lived off in a far land, Persia, I think it was called.
What a game, though. What a game.
Yeah. Shame that remake got canned.
Yeah.
Shit canned by the India team.
Yeah, it's on my backlog. I'll replay it eventually.
on your spreadsheet.
Yeah. So
let's get the information. Spend a soul coin.
Watch you do the magic trick again. Soul coin off your hand. Does the old disappearing trick.
Is it behind my ear?
No. Anyway. So, who do you want information on? As I said before, we've got Mordenkainen, who I think you are madly aware of. Red Ruth, quite a good clairvoyance, and comes here quite often to partake in our spa services, actually. And Mephistopheles, although you probably won't be talking to him directly, he's a little bit grumpy and usually is performing some sort of research in that drizzly sort of cold castle he's got going on in there.
I mean, castle sounds fun. I feel like the time is the time sensitive one is obviously the wizard.
Indeed. I mean, you will find out the information you need from either one of them. So it is entirely a choice between any of them.
Amanda, what do we reckon?
I still think the Mad Wizard's the first person to go and see.
Okay, wonderful. Let's go to the Mad Wizard.
Very well. The anchors of the Tower of Urn can be found in this location, and you will see a brief vision of the path needed to be taken in your minds.
God, it's burned into my mind.
Yes, well, this way the information can't be forged and can't be forgotten.
Wait, hold on a minute.
Fair play.
Yeah, okay. Gene only just remembers it with the 13 intelligence check. Although he has got his labyrinthian recall, hasn't he? So
it's literally this, like, you can, every time you think of this path now, you can remember it with perfect clarity, as if it was being drawn in your mind every time you remember it.
Oh, I haven't had a bottle or something in a couple of days, otherwise I'd forgotten.
You'll be all right, Gene.
Is there any other service I can do for you?
The spa service, is it one soul coin each, or just one soul coin for for all three of us?
Yes, it is one soul coin.
Each. Okay. Maybe later. Once we're swimming in some soul coins, we'll come back.
Of course. Well then, glad to be of patronage to you all, and good luck.
No problem, Mahadi. Wonderful to see you again.
He moves out of the tent into the black, inky darkness that is back of the back entrance. Yeah.
Can you see through that?
Yeah. Well, is it magical darkness?
No, it's almost as if
Which
just
goes,
the world
It's
ends.
just dark in here.
Just it's like the world ends when it hits the edge of that
Right.
tent.
I like that. It's great.
Interesting. All right, let's load up. Let's load up in the demon grinder.
Ooh, you
With
head
our
back
new-
out the front entrance. Amanda takes his seat in the Devil's Ride, and the rest of you fill out positions in the demon grinder. What weapon are you going to be crewing while driving along? You can only crew 2 out of the 4 weapons currently with Gene driving.
Gene driving. Let's put Mortlock on the wrecking ball. I feel like he's, you know, he can swing it around.
Yeah. Oh, I like that idea. Yeah.
I might. I'll take a harpoon for now.
Okay.
I'm driving, am I?
You're
driving. You're driving the Devil's
your
Ride.
one-seater motorcycle.
Yes.
Yeah, we thought we'd give you that one.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Which you can
also.
You can fire.
Can I buy?
You can fire 1 crossbow, so you can make 2 attacks in a turn.
It's lovely. I mean, with my hand crossbow, I can buy 3 anyway because I get my bonus action. Oh, because I'm driving as well.
Yes.
I'll take that. Do you know what? I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm already being very generous because you should only get 1 because it costs you an action to drive. You could You could let go of the steering wheel and fire 3 times, but then you would continue on in a straight line.
Mate, now you're just giving me options, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Love it.
It's the whole system's very fluid because there's not actually many rules to this whole War Machine stuff, so I'm sort of making some of it up.
No, we like it.
Can I buy a cheap helmet from this place that doesn't cost me a soul coin that is always on fire?
You can indeed. I don't think there's any real benefits mechanically to a helmet, so we'll call it 5 gold.
Lovely. I'll give you 5 gold for a helmet that is always on fire. So when I'm riding my motorbike, my head is always on fire. I'd like to be able to put it on and off if I need to.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've now got your hood, which covers your face in smoke, and a head that's always on fire.
Exactly.
Nice.
I think I'm going for theme here.
Any chains, perhaps, that you'd like?
Yeah, good. Can I fire chains with my crossbow? That'd be amazing.
like a bolo shot or whatever.
Make some notes.
Make some notes. Shit, that's worrying.
No, good notes. They're good notes.
Good notes.
Dan looks like Hell Rider.
like a Hell Rider, I
am a Hell Rider, yeah.
Yeah, you are a Hell Rider, aren't you? So
you set off in search of the Tower of You travel for. Let's roll for it. Ugh. Travel for 2 days.
That means you need to spend a soul coin.
Charge it up.
Yeah,
one soul coin on the soul coin on the demon grinder. Yeah.
Are there alternative fuels or are they soul coins only?
Sorry.
Are there alternative fuels? I don't remember. Or is it soul coins?
Soul coins only for actually running the engine. You can provide a burst of power with Demon Ica.
Right.
Of which you did gain. I think I said you gained. No, I didn't. Right. Sorry. You gained two Demon Ica vials from
Wicked.
Okay, fair enough.
That's good. Yeah, I wanted to provide you with a small sample of Demon Ica to play around with.
Lovely.
So, eventually, after a long journey through the winds, the weather doesn't really change, and the journey becomes so very boring. But you do see finally an iron tower rising atop an island on a lake of boiling blood. No windows that you can see penetrate the tower's walls, and its only visible door opens onto a high balcony. Red lightning crackles constantly between the two horns of metal on the tower's roof. I wonder where the inspiration came from for this. You can see as you get closer a great many devils. Well, not a great many. A group of devils outside of the tower, conversing with each other. Some maybe arguing with each other.
So you say there's like, how high is the balcony? Because I've even got that rope of climbing we can just get up there with.
Yeah.
It's pretty tall. The tower's like maybe 400 feet tall. The balcony's
Okay.
like 150 foot up.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a way down.
The
if we
doors
need
are
it.
like 10 feet, which is why you can see them at all.
Yeah, we've got a way down if we need it. And down. All right. Well, say there's a bunch of devils outside.
We better go and talk to him.
Do they look aggressive?
You can see as you get closer there are 9 Mesoloths, being the chitinous bug-like devils that you would
remember
fought
those.
for. There are also 3 Nikoloths outside, which are these very large, typical-looking devils from any media. Green in skin, horned wings, Hujax.
Hugh Jackman.
That's it, Hujax.
Nice.
They don't seem to be looking for any specific trouble with each other, actually. As you can see, a numerous amount of them are calling out to the balcony in hopes of gaining Mordenkainen's attention. Almost like the stock market exchanges back in Baldur's Gate that you have seen.
What should we do to get his attention?
Should we get Lulu to blow her horn? It's quite unique to the area, isn't it?
That is quite unique. Do we want to give Lulu away though?
I know, just get her to blow the horn.
Okay. Yeah, Lulu.
Okay.
Fancy bumping.
Sure, yeah, I'll go for it. And a
Hilarious.
almighty horn bellows out into the landscape. All of the devils nearby fall silent. And you wait in silence for a good little while before one of the humongous doors slams open with a crack. And out steps who you believe is Mordenkainen. A stern, bold man with a neatly trimmed black goatee, a penetrating stare that you can feel even at this distance. You feel maybe faintest of magic before you hear his voice booming out all around you. Will you stop that racket? I was in the middle of research. What do you want with me?
What do we want with him, Misty?
We need to find the location of the Pus Citadel or whatever it's called.
Speak up, I'm quite a distance. I can't hear you.
It's just your penetrative stare got me from this distance. I thought your hearing might too.
What was that?
Let's just start walking up. Let's walk up. Put the thingy on the
Put the brake, yeah. The alarm on, mum.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, let's just walk up and talk to him. We need information about the I literally can't remember what it's called, Brad, but you know what I mean. The location of the blistering citadel. I think that's literally what it's
Bleeding
called, isn't it?
citadel. Bleeding
Bleeding
citadel.
citadel. Close enough. I know there's a big scar somewhere or whatever.
Bleeding citadel. Well, bleeding citadel. Oh yes, I did have a passing interest in the thing at some point.
Good.
Um,
Can we come in and talk? I don't want all these devils hearing what we're talking about.
No, you cannot.
Okay. Please?
No.
Oh, okay.
Why would I let you inside my tower?
Because, you know, there's...
Well, I'm not. I don't care one whit about you.
Fair play. Honest. I like it.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. You know, you got to try. So yes, you were saying, you know the location of it.
I do, and I've studied it, and I don't really care much from it for anymore.
Okay.
Good day. Starts to
Well,
turn around.
hold on. Oh, blow the horn again.
Oh.
Really now, I'm going to kill that thing if it doesn't be quiet.
Well, give us the information and be quiet then.
Well, needs the information.
Well, I can kill all of you if you want. If that's what it takes for me to get peace and quiet, I can. That's more than capable.
I'm here and just blow the horn again.
He just points a finger at Lulu. I dare you.
Oh, listen. Maybe we could come to some kind of agreement. I know you're doing some research. Surely there's some reagents that you need, and you can't be bothered to get. A man of your...
Well, I do need some menial labour, and the Eugloss that I'd usually pay are not quite strong enough. Still pointing a finger at Lulu, and she's like shaking now a little bit.
Well, look at these two. They're basically all muscle anyway. We're obviously the brains.
Right, yes. You've evidently shown your brains by threatening one of the most powerful wizards in all of the multiverses.
It was still alive, that's quite clever.
Yeah, and we're just coming up to your level. You know, that's it.
Yeah, if you ever get to my level, that'll be the day that I'm already probably dead. Because I'd have to have died for you to get to my level. That's how you ever get to my level.
So you were saying some Yolgoths can't do any rubbish for you because they haven't got any arms or something?
No, right. I need the blood of a powerful creature in Avernus. I have heard of 4 such creatures. There is Arcan in the monument to Tiamat. Sure you've heard of Tiamat. Everybody's heard of Tiamat. Yep. Uldrak. His grave is somewhere near here. Ublux. He is trapped... I think he's trapped in some sort of obelisk. I don't know. One of the Eugloss is telling me about it and I wasn't listening. And then there is Shumrath, who I believe something to do with Zariel. I don't know. I don't really care about the politics of this place. She's got a pit somewhere. I don't really care. Any one of the 4 will do. Blood, willingly given or not, don't care. You get me the blood of one of them.
Which one do you think is the strongest?
I don't care.
But I thought you were a man that collects information, you know, and learns about things. But
yes, I learn about things.
If this is something you don't know, then obviously, okay, that's fine then.
I don't care to know. It's beneath me. None of them can threaten me. So why would I care?
A silly man would say. Well, then why don't...
but you need to be the easiest to get the blood from. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, the easiest one.
We're busy people.
Well, then flip a coin. It doesn't matter to me.
I don't have a 4-sided coin.
There's 4 of them.
Well, then flip 2 coins. I work it out between you. This is... do you know what? There's a knocker on the side of the door. You don't have to blow that stupid trumpet in the first place. Ring the knocker when you're ready to tell me which one you're going to go with.
Lovely. All right. See you in a sec.
And poof, he turns into just a pile of snow.
That is ostentatious and unnecessary.
In hell? Does it stay there as well?
It slowly starts to evaporate.
I feel like... I mean, Shimrath is something to do with Zariel. Maybe that is good information for us, I'm thinking. I'm thinking that might be some good information for us if we want to share anything with Mad Maggie again, or... Alderak, who's near here, seems like a little bit of a red herring.
Yeah.
But obviously it's probably the easiest one.
What was the one with the B? There was no one started with B.
I've got Ublex.
You've got
That's
Ublex.
Arcan. You've
Obelisk
got
ship.
Arcan at the monument to Tiamat. You've got Uldrak at Uldrak's grave. Ubalux at an obelisk, and Shumrath at the pit of Shumrath.
Listen, this guy's got a pit named after him. We've got to go and sort him out.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Sounds pretty epic as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I bang the knocker.
Behind
Also,
you,
I'm
the
gonna get-
snow. The snow is once again Mordenkainen. Yes, yes.
Shimrath.
Oh, you're behind me. I forgot. Right. Yes.
Shimrath.
Shumrath. Right.
Where?
Shinra.
Clicks his fingers and an imp appears up the air. He'll show you where it is. Poof, snow again.
Great. Hey man, do you like working for that guy?
No, of course not. He's a dick. But
Okay, fair enough.
he pays well.
What's your name? Imp.
Michael.
Great. You've taken on a common name, haven't you? Just say because your name's probably unpronounceable, and most common people just call you Michael.
I remember one thing about my previous life before I got my soul came to hell. I was Michael.
Great.
All right, just Michael, no shortening.
Well, I don't know. I don't remember anything else. Just Michael.
No, I mean now. Could we call you Mike? Could we call you Mikey?
Michael Loth. I don't know. People just call me Michael. Call me Mike if you want. It doesn't matter to me. There'd be more names than I get.
I think you introduce yourself as Michael. I think that's a good thing.
You're the only person that's not an imp to ever call me by my real name anyway.
Well, you're welcome.
Yes, well, all it does is kind of make me a little bit suspicious of you, I've got to be honest, actually.
I'd assume so. You're around liars and cheaters all the time, and that asshole too, so, you know, it's understandable. But anyway, you've got to take us to some kind of pit.
Oh, yeah, Pit of Shumrath. That was discovered not too long ago, and Mordenkainen didn't really care. He was too engrossed in something or another at the time. Didn't care to tell me what it was. Right, yeah, okay, this way. You got any vehicles? And I can just sort of sit on the front and direct you.
I was just going to say, did you want to be our...
Yeah, I'm not flying the whole way there. Christ, have you seen this place?
Of course not. Yeah.
I don't know who Christ
well,
is
not
either.
all of it, because it keeps moving.
You do, because your name's Michael.
Oh, I did... Maybe I wrote a book at some point. Right, okay, yeah.
You can jump on the front like a hood ornament.
Yeah, he just sort of sits on top of the claw. The not the claw, the cruncher, the cluncher. I can't remember what it's called.
The cruncher. The chomper.
Chomper. That was
Chomper.
the chomper. Right, yeah, okay, and he just sort of holds out his hand that way.
I'm going to put my helmet on, fire it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'll be on the harpoons if he's sitting on the chomper. Don't want him to.
And you will set off at a full tilt. He's like, whoa, on the front. With his direction being a creature of Avernus, it only takes you maybe 2 or 3 hours to reach the pit of Shumrath. As you arrive, you can see that a deep rift slashes across the surface of Avernus for as far as the eye can see. The canyon is over a mile deep and filled with a lake of green slime that undulates as though breathing. From a nearby cliff, a tributary
Yeah.
of the river Styx cascades down into the slime. Dangling from a bent iron crane that leans out over the chasm is an iron cage containing a hairless, green-skinned humanoid wearing shackles on its ankles. The crane lowers the cage into the chain, by a chain, into the slime, immersing the creature in the goo for a minute before hoisting it back out. The dunking continues again and again and again. The trapped creature seems helpless to stop it.
Is it transforming in any way?
No. He's just like, oh, help!
Oh, nasty.
That's nasty.
Is that all we can see? Big old pit. A bit of despair.
Yeah, it's only really all you can see.
Welcome to the pit of despair.
I'd like to imagine this goo looks like the green goo from Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Nice.
Great shout. Okay, well, I guess we need to probably... Is there anyone else around the crane operator?
No. All you can see is the crane and the winch turns.
Okay, should we probably go and, like, stop this machine? And maybe talk to that thing?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. You can see, as you get closer, that it is a magically powered winch mechanism that is repeatedly turning one way and then turning the other, nearly drowning the prisoner with each submersion.
Can I, like, tinker with it?
You can try using thieves' tools to stop it moving with a dexterity check, obviously using your proficiency.
Shall I give that a go then?
Yeah, you can give it a go first.
Thieves. Oh, you also quite good at that, aren't you? So dexterity, straight dexterity check. Oh, but I've got proficiency, haven't I?
I think you've both got proficiency. So it's up to you. It's up to you who does the check.
You do it because you got better dex.
So it's why have I got +1 to all my dex stuff?
Oh, sorry, no, I've read that wrong. It wouldn't be thieves' tools to do. Thieves' tools is for opening the cage. Lower it.
Right.
Sorry.
Okay.
So jamming crane's winch. I'd say you could use your tinkerer's tools to do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
You should do that, Misty.
So that's going to be just a straight D20?
Plus your proficiency.
Doubled because I'm using tools.
Yes.
And then it's dependent whether you feel like it's a dexterity check or a wisdom check or
a straight D20 plus proficiencies, or double proficiencies in your case.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's a 1d20 plus 6. Just roll it in D&D Beyond. 19.
19, yeah, that's enough for you to jam the mechanism, preventing it from lowering or raising cage. It stops with it like halfway up his chest, and he's sort of like holding his head up. Like, somebody get me out of this thing?
Yeah, I mean, I just get Mortlock and Thingy to like pull the crane around.
Yeah.
If those guys in physical 100 can pull a 2-ton plane or whatever, they've got a ship or whatever, then I'm sure these two can push a crane around.
Mortlock by himself is strong enough to really pull the thing over. It's not meant to be hard.
Fair enough. All right.
The cage stops and is pulled over to the edge of the chasm.
What's your name, friend?
I'm Bazit. Baz for short, if you really want.
All right, Baz.
What? Can you unlock the cage? Maybe.
Well,
I'll teach you how to create a homunculus.
Well, why are you in the cage first of all?
Well, I kind of insulted Belle a little bit, maybe a tiny bit. It's not my fault. I mean, I was tricked into it.
Who is a Belle?
Belle?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know who Belle is? She's the old archdevil of Avernus before Zariel upended her.
Mm.
Oh, fine. So,
yeah,
how did you offend her?
Well, I kind of alluded to her being not as strong as she used to be because Zariel upended her. I've been in this goo for a long time.
Ah, fine. What is this ghoul, by the way?
Shumrath.
What? So Shimrath is not a thing. It's the goo itself.
Well, sort of. It didn't used to be goo. It's just because of the river Styx. It's goo now.
Okay. We were supposed to come here to take the blood of Shimrath, so we just get a vial of this stuff, and then it's all good.
I don't know what do you want? What do you need?
Well, we're sent here by the old crazy old fool.
Wait, are you gonna let me out of this cage?
Well, I mean, what do you reckon? I can't do it.
I mean, I can have a look at doing it.
I'll tell you what, I will tell you how to create a homunculus and give you advice on whatever it is you're doing here. Good trade? And then you let me out the cage. I'm willing to sign a contract, and piece of paper with a contract appears in his hand.
This is my kind of guy. That's what I'm saying.
Devil's got a devil, you know. He sort of holds the paper through the bars, and as listed,
inside out.
As listed, advice given for whatever task you may have, to be determined by yourselves if it is useful advice, and the creation of one homunculus in exchange for him being freed.
Ask about that homunculus. Who gets to be in charge of it, and
whoever creates it, and it's made out of the slime.
It's made out of this guy.
Well, sort of. It's no longer a guy at the moment.
So here's my worry, right? If we create one of these things and it's following us around everywhere, is it sentient and beholden to someone else who can find out all about us?
No, it's a homunculus and it's loyal to whoever creates it. How homunculus work.
Deal them, and I'll try and pick the lock for him.
Okay, please roll me a dex check with thieves' tools.
Okay, so that's D20 plus 8. Roll. They see me rolling. Oh, you're not going to believe it. The first roll and I'm back. I'm back.
The DC was 20, so it's a good job.
Nice.
28. So while I'm finding it, I reach behind my back.
Yeah, you're not even looking at the lock. You're still reading the contract as it ping.
Done.
Actually, the cage was open all along.
Well then, right. So, do you want to learn about the homunculus first, or do you want to gain advice first? Either one's happy with me. It will just take an hour to show you how to create the homunculus.
Above the table, Brad, was it that we had to... What did we have to get from Shimrath, from Thingy?
The blood.
Okay, fair enough. So I think we talked to him about that first.
Okay. You need the blood. Well, the River Styx is causing Shimrath's current predicament. If you had some way of stopping the River Styx flowing onto Shimrath, then I'm sure you'd be able to gain some blood or something.
Yeah, so we've got to create a dam now, have we? Where's the river flowing from?
You can all see that it is flowing from a part of the chasm just down the way.
I guess we've got to go there. Jesus. All right, tell us about this homunculus. Probably not for me because I've got slobber chops here. But
okay.
I'll have a look at this.
Okay, you spend an hour with Bazit learning how to create a homunculus. The slime. At the end of this time, you have a homunculus. It uses the homunculus stat block, which I will post into there. And it is made out of green slime. It is loyal only to you. If you try to create another one, the first one will melt into an inanimate pile.
Okay. Can it?
As you're creating your version, you see Bazit like playing around with the chains that are at his feet. He finally frees them and throws the shackles to the floor. Ah, finally free. Right. Come on. What advice do I need to give you? And then I'm off.
How would we block off that path, that tributary?
Let's go have a look. Come on. And you see him teleport and appear on the side of the river Styx.
Yeah.
After a short walk, you arrive by his side. Right, well, you can see that the river's kind of torn a groove into this rock side, so you could maybe collapse these cliffs onto the thing and it would cause the river Styx to bend around the chasm.
Mm-hmm. How can we see how far up? Because listen, if you dam something off at the end, it's going to just spill out everywhere else. So you need to head up to the source.
Yeah, you're going to have to create some way of exploding these cliffs in either a way that diverts it in the way that you want, or creating some sort of dam yourself. I don't know how you would go about such a thing.
Yes, I'll have to have a think. Okay. What do we reckon? What do we reckon, Amanda?
Well, you might be able to rig something to collapse up here. It might not be my expertise unless I can like blow it up from a distance.
Might have to punch a boulder.
So, do we consider depths paid?
I mean, if we don't, you have to stick around, right?
I mean, I guess I will only take it so far though before I consider my debt paid.
Okay, yeah, but it specifically says in the contract that we have to be happy with the information given, doesn't it? So really, you're bound to us until we're happy with the information you've given us. Soz.
Sure.
I think we're all right. Are we all right?
He goes invisible.
I mean, you're still here. That's the problem. It doesn't matter whether you're here or not.
Sure.
I mean, look, I think let's send him on his way. Otherwise, he'll get angry, make another deal with someone else.
Yeah.
Contract doesn't stipulate that I can't continue to play pranks on you until you're happy.
That's true. You are correct about that.
Fair,
well played. Well played.
Plus, I don't have to help you. I can always hinder you in what you're trying to do. Just have to give you advice after I do it.
Okay, this guy's starting to annoy me.
Yeah, you can go now.
Yeah, contract fulfilled, my friend.
There's a dust cloud emanates from where he was standing, and 60 feet in the distance, then another 60 feet, as he's teleporting rapidly away.
Infinite misty step. Okay, well, I think we need to probably break this down somehow. Also, homunculus. So, Brad, above the table, can I get the homunculus to man one of the weapons on the demon rider?
The homunculus is a size of tiny and cannot be considered a crew. For the same reason that Slobberchops could not crew.
Okay, fair enough. I wasn't sure what kind of one it was.
Despite the fact that Slobberchops is actually intelligent enough to do that. He just...
Oh, it can attack, though. It can bite things. But I guess when it's dead, it's dead.
When it's dead, it's dead, and it has 5 hit points. So
that's why Slobberchop stays in my cloak for the same reason.
Yeah, I think I might just have it on my shoulder. I'll have it on my shoulder. Look, it's a last minute... It's a last minute thing because it's got like poison stats, so it could poison someone. So it's a last minute
Yeah,
Like,
last attempt. Yeah.
Hail Mary, innit? It's a Hail
Yeah.
Mary. Get it in there for a bite. I have it on my shoulder like you do pets and all other manner of games.
You
While
can feel the slime ever so slightly soak your shoulder.
I like that. That's nice. Gross. While you figure out, I'm going to have a little think as well. But while you Misty figures out a way to blow that shit up, I've just got to pop off for about 3 minutes.
Cool. Go
See you in a sec. We can take a small break if you want to go to the toilet or something.
That's all right. We're gonna have a look. We're gonna have a look around. Oh, roll. What do you want me to roll, Brad, to try and figure this stuff out? I would like to make some kind of IED. I've got a flask of alchemist fire, which can be used for something. I'm sure.
Okay. You've got spell slots.
Yeah, I do. I don't really have many blasting spells. That's the problem.
Always go and talk to someone about it. Get advice from somebody else, or.
I mean, are there any huge boulders around that we can just block it off with? Go full Chris Redfield on them.
No, not really. All that's around you is the crane and the river.
How big's the tributary?
It's not particularly big. I mean, it's a tributary, so it's like a
smallish.
It's, I don't know, 2 or 3 feet across.
Is the crane big enough to fit the gap?
Yeah, but the crane has no wheels. It would be.
Wait, how big's the cliff?
How big is the cliff? It's like a worn away groove over time, so it's, I don't know, 5 feet.
Can we use the
river?
wrecking ball and the demon grinder?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah. Let's do that then, basically.
Okay. You drive the demon grinder up. Beep, beep, beep. As it reverses, wrecking ball.
Yeah.
Pointed
and that's
towards
actually
the
just that's actually just Gene making that noise. It doesn't actually do that. It's just Gene.
Yeah. A couple of good swings and the cliff face crumbles and blocks the river Styx. The tributary starts to fill before then starts following a groove around the outside of the chasm before then
lovely,
almost joining back with the main river eventually.
Cool. That was nice. Resourceful. All right, what's going on with the green goo?
The green goo is now undulating rapidly as you see that it is slowly starting to contract. It's taking a good while. If you would sit here and watch, it might take a couple of days before it fully forms, or you could try taking blood as it forms together, depending on how long you want to wait.
An odd question, but could I heal it to speed up the process?
Okay. You heal it, and part of the ooze forms into just one big finger at the edge.
I mean, that's going to be good enough to try and get blood from, I reckon. I'll even mark off a spell slot for that.
Yep.
All right. I'm sure I've got
you now
a
have
kit.
Yeah, part of a medical kit, syringe. You now have you now have the blood of Shumroth.
All right, listen. I'm trying to work out whether we actually unplug the river, because if this thing's roaming around now, we might be a bit fucked. Nah, I think we'll be all right. All right, let's get the fuck out of here before it forms into something unkillable.
Okay, and you will get back into your vehicles and charge away from the scene back to the tower.
Oh God, Misty, you did it! Hold on. All right.
Use the wrecking ball on the demon grinder to crack the cliff.
Very clever. Yep. Very clever.
You're all back
Good
in the
old
vehicle
Miley.
Yeah.
and are heading back towards the Tower of Erm.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you arrive.
Go.
A few Yugoloths walk past you. The crowd outside has noticeably thinned. And you also see a few scorch marks on the ground. Seems like Mordenkainen has not been particularly happy with the noise clamouring outside. They are all noticeably silent now.
Okay.
Oh, somebody's tired.
Let's give you a knock on the door. Gently, though, you know.
And in front of you, almost as if it's snowing before then forming Mordenkainen. Bit by bit, it appears in front of you. Yes. Oh, yes, you again. Well, have you got the blood?
Yep.
Good. Right. Here, please.
Give it to
Thank
him.
you very much. And he like points his finger at Michael, and Michael just like squirms to the ground in pain. He'll show you where it is. Thank you and goodbye. Poof, snow again.
Okay. Sorry about that, Michael.
No, don't worry. Regular day working in the service of good old Mordy.
Well-
Shit, Mordenkainen. Sort of looks at the tower.
Look,
Okay.
I know he pays well, but sometimes money's not everything, you know? The terrible boss.
No, money's everything here. Soul coins are absolutely everything.
So you're telling me you've got lots of soul coins on you?
No, not on me. What do you think? I'm crazy?
Okay. Where would you hide them?
Telling you.
Well, it's worth a try, wasn't it? Well, okay. Back on the hood.
Right then.
Let's do it. Let's go to oh matey boys.
Let's do it.
Where is he? I forgot. Literally, we're in the thingy, aren't we?
The imp goes, so what are you looking for? He's given me this person? Looking for a person?
What are we looking for?
No, we're looking for the citadel.
Right,
The
well,
blistering citadel. The bleeding citadel.
definitely didn't show me a bleeding citadel. He showed me a person. I can take you to the person.
What person did he show?
What person did he show? Cock. I've got in my notes here. I've got in my notes here one of the two of the fallen, and
Brilliant.
I have not listed which
out
one.
which one.
No, I know which one. I just didn't make the note, and you know me with names, as absolutely terrible with names.
Make one up and make that it forever.
Please bear with me. I would play some elevator music, but I haven't got any.
Go on, Dan.
We can't do more than 30 seconds or we'll get taken off air, so that's it.
Okay. That wasn't 30 seconds, though.
No, I was just keeping it safe.
I can take you to... I don't know, some sort of... I don't know, paladin dude? Some sort of crypt? Or I can take you, recognise this one, Bell.
I kind of feel like Bell.
Mm-hmm.
Could we potentially get them on our side against Zariel?
I mean, we could try, right?
Or... I'm not too sure now. Let's save Bell. Save by the bell, I think. They seem a little too angry.
Fallen Paladin sounds right for me.
Yeah, paladin.
Okay, we're going to the deep, dark crypt and not the nice, warm volcano. Good to know.
Of course Bell lives in a volcano. Why wouldn't they? Ex-leader of hell.
They are prime real estate round here, I have to tell you. Lovely places.
Yeah?
Yeah. Lots of open land, nice warm lava, and all the forges that you can imagine. Anyway, enough about that. Right, Danky Crypt. Off we go.
Yeah, let's go.
And you head off in another direction. And once again, I unfortunately have to roll for distance.
No.
It's alright. It happens.
3.
Oh.
Unfortunately, you travel for a day and a half again. That means another 2 soul coins.
Yikes.
Oh.
Have to be burnt to keep the machines. No, sorry, 1 soul coin because you got rid of the tormentor. Sorry, 1 soul coin. You've got a day left.
Cool.
You've got a day left in the big one, and you've just refilled the Devil's Ride.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's more like a screaming, like a metal scream.
yeah.
Yeah, it plays like some AC/DC or something. In fact, it plays Ace of Spades.
No, yeah, I like the idea actually. The Devil's Ride's like wow as it runs off. So
have you guys seen that meme of like where it's like someone bursts through the door and they're like, "You're my motherfucker," and then they kiss their cat's head a load, right?
Right.
Oh, I have
So
seen
I
that,
didn't
yeah.
realize. So I didn't realize. I thought that was Slipknot, but it's actually a band I saw last night, and I didn't realize it was one of their like really old songs. That one, you know, the one I sent you, Dan, with the vocals, with the clean vocals. So it was that band, and I didn't realize that, and they played it last night at this gig, and it was just fucking hilarious.
Love
You
it.
start to get closer now, and an acrid smog swirls around a barren hill, rising from which giant tombstones are as like a pair of leaning monoliths against each other. Each soar more than 50 feet into the smoky red sky. Dozens of armored knights kneel motionless in reverence before the monoliths, between which a set of onyx steps lead down underneath the hill. And we'll end it there for tonight if you want.
I think we will need Gene, won't we? I think.
Can we say we've rested up outside?
Yeah, you're all rested up. You've been travelling for days, haven't you? So you're all rested.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Oh, in which case then. All right, we'll end it, and I'll talk about this off camera with you, Brad. If you've been traveling for a couple of days. All right.
Dungeon next session.
Nice, cool. Sweet. Thanks, Brad. Another good session.
Brad. That was a good game. Always a pleasure joining.
Yeah. We went through Mordenkainen quite rapidly there. I don't mind that actually.
Well, I think we managed to pick the easiest out of the 3, probably.
It
Or
was.
the 4, sorry.
The other 2 would have given you a similar job, but would have also added like bits on, and it would have been harder to get to them, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think so. We were the right people for the job as well, weren't we? We're
Yeah.
the ones that needed to be done. So
Yeah. The
Nice one.
Yeah, this is all. So I've actually used another supplement, and I've changed a lot of this from what would be 2 very on the rails linear paths that you would have to take, either one or the other. You'd basically choose a 50-50 right at the beginning of the campaign, and that would determine a path through that would take you from like level 8 to level 13. I instead decided to go for a more sandboxy approach, letting you choose which bits you wanted to do.
nice.
Does mean a few more notes for you, I guess, to like
fine.
keep.
If I wasn't so bad at remembering names, everything would be so much easier.
Brilliant.
I'm very happy for you to be taking notes and stuff like that, Brad, because it means we can always ask.
My notes are barren at the moment, like they're thin. It's a page for like the past 2.5
More than
sessions.
ours. Unless Ryan's been taking notes, it's
That's
definitely
true
more than
enough.
ours.
Some notes. I've taken some notes, but few and far in between, as well. I sort of remember most things in my brain anyway, don't I?
Okay. Well,
nice one.
Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Everyone named Ryan, I think, is the only people that's tuned in.
Lovely.
And always remember, Insane in the Membrane. I don't know. It's a song title that came into my head when